What's up, anime lovers? Today we are reading a fanfic from Wattpad by Mokomaki called Monster, an Attack on Titan X Meat Reader. If you like, then please give us a huge thumbs up, hit the big red button and notification bell. Also, if you hear background noise, I'm so sorry, but our house is not the quietest thing in the world. I'm just saying. Also, I don't know. But if you enjoy, please like, because that really helps a lot. And we can now get into the video.
My breathing was heavy. My legs were growing tired. I felt like I was about to collapse, but I just kept on running. My feet led me back to the cabin as I finally stopped. I panted slowly, trying to catch my breath, but even I found that hard. Sweat was dripping from my face onto the dry ground, my eyes still wide. This wasn't exhaustion. This was fear. My knees finally gave out as I slowly collapsed to my knees. My heart was beating at a fast pace. No matter what, it didn't calm down. My whole body was shaking as the look of fear on Annie's face replayed in my mind. The way her eyes fixed frozen on my face. I saw my reflection there. My eyes were red. My veins were popping. My slanted eye stared back at her fearful ones. That wasn't me. Suddenly, I felt a sharp pain go through my left eye. I winched and let out a faint whimper. I removed my hand away as I felt something drip from my eye. My eye widened. It was black. Tears of something black were falling from my left eye, falling onto the ground. I noticed a small puddle of water near my knees, and I stared at my reflection. My shaking hand slowly removed the hair from my left eye, revealing my eye patch. My hand shook even more as I removed the eye patch from my eyes. I instantly regretted it. Black tears were oozing from my slightly glowing red eye. They were slanted like a cat, and veins were popping around it. I didn't know what to do. I was terrified. Huayan, Huayan, I heard a familiar voice call. I quickly rubbed the black tears from my eyes, but the person was already near me. Ah, there you are. I glanced slightly back to see Aaron standing over me. I saw you just run off somewhere. You know you're not allowed to do that. I glanced at him for a second before covering my left eye, but he already noticed. Hey, is something wrong? You look stressed. I shook my head and tried to get my eye patch on, but it fell into the puddle of water. Huh? Your eye patch is off. Did something happen to your eye? He grabbed my shoulders and tried to face me towards him. Hey, what's wrong? What happened to your eye? I finally faced him, but my eye was still covered. I avoided his gaze as tears threatened to fall. No, Aaron can't see me like this. Did your eye patch fall off or something? I quickly nodded, thinking of an excuse. Oh, do you need help putting it on? I shook my head and quickly put my eye patch back on. We really shouldn't be out here, Ryan. We should probably head back. I shook my head, not wanting to go back. Why not? You know, Jadis is going to scream at us if he noticed we left. Although Jadis scared the living crap out of me, I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to fight any more people. I didn't want them to be me. Aaron studied my features and sighed. I know you don't want to go back, but I don't want you getting in trouble. Do you want to try sparring with me today? I looked at him and nodded slowly. He smiled and stood up. Then, let's go. I hesitantly took my hand and he led me back to the training grounds. Aaron tried to get a conversation going, but I would never answer his questions. I was too deep in thought. I must be reckless fighting.
I'm so sorry, we lost our place.
I must be reckless when fighting, which was probably why I looked like that. Maybe I could find a way to not fight so recklessly. Wyan, are you even listening? I let out a small hum as I looked at Aaron in surprise. He chuckled. For a girl who can't talk, you sure are a deep thinker. Sometimes I wonder what's going on in that pretty little head of yours. Aaron mumbled the last part, but I could still hear him. Pretty? I felt my face flush in embarrassment as my grip on Aaron's hand loosened a bit. Pretty? Definitely not me. A girl who wears an eye patch and doesn't talk is the least bit attractive. Hey, Wyan, I'm going to give you all I got today. I've been practicing extra hard in order to beat you. Didn't he say this the last time? I already know how this is going to end. Time skip. I have beaten Aaron once again, but this time with a different fighting technique. I was still harsh, but much more gentle, so that Aaron only gets knocked down and doesn't develop bruises. Right now, Aaron and John were talking rather loudly about something while Sasha and Connie were asking me questions as I ate. Don't eat so fast, Ryan. You'll choke, Mikasa says in a motherly voice as she wiped the crumbs off my cheeks. In return, I nuzzled my head against hers. At this point, Aaron and John were yelling at each other, making Mikasa sigh. What are those two fighting about now? She asked quietly while petting my hair. Just then, John walked over to me and put his arm around my shoulder and pulled me away from Mikasa. You seriously think a girl like her would end up in the Survey Corps with strength like that? They'll definitely put her on the top 10. My eyebrows furrowed. Which is why she'll be great at the I'm so sorry. Which is why she'll be great at the Survey Corps. If you're saying that Wyan is strong enough to defeat anyone, then she'll most likely survive Titans. You don't know that. Neither do you. Is all that hay you've been eating is going to your hay, Horseface. There he goes again, calling him Horseface. I pinched John's cheek slightly and stared at his features. Now that you mention it up close, he really does look like a horse. John blushed at my actions and looked away, causing me to pinch his cheeks even more. Aaron didn't seem to like how close we were getting and threw John's arm off of me before full on screaming at him. To avoid whatever's about to go down, I sat on the other side of Mikasa to avoid the lashes of the two boys. For the rest of the time, when John and Aaron were fighting, Mikasa petted my hair while Armin tried to get me to eat more. I know everyone I know is going to the Survey Corps, but will it be the right choice to go to the MPS instead?
That is the end. Thank you so much for listening. Also, sorry we lost place and that we stutter a lot.
We just haven't done this in a while.
And we have school, so we're not going to post a lot.
I know,
soon.
8th grade's amazing.
But, yeah, and we're sort of stressed, so please don't pressure us into posting. My bad, that was loud. Anyways, bye, see you in the next video.